You're watching Deep Dive podcast. Today we're going to talk about the Quran, religion, maybe magic, the Zodiac in the Quran. Here with me today is my friend Mert. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
In my early age, I was talking and speaking with my friends about the serious topics. And also I like to share information and listen people's ideas. But as a person, I'm a social. And so I find myself in situations like I'm talking about something, but I have no knowledge. There's no information behind my speech. So I was like, at one point I find myself, I'm fanatically supporting one idea, but which I don't have any knowledge about.
For example, a religious idea. Or...
Yeah, like whatever it is. Like generally in Quran it says, for the mankind is ignorance.
First of all, you were brought in a religious family.
I born in Konya in religious family, but later on in Turkey. I found out that my father is not actually believing, because he met a person in university, a friend, and after he met with him and he saw some in his childhood he saw some spaceship similar things like a aircraft, I can say. He started believing UFOs, and he was start searching about like where religion comes from, and he start questioning things. But when people question things with ego, and when people question especially religion without understanding or trying to get their ego, and just say that when you read something and you don't understand, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It means you don't understand. But when even we met as a person, if we met a new person, first thing our mind saying that I know better than him. So if you start doing those things when you seek for the knowledge or learn things, you're not going to listen all ideas, you're not going to accept all the information.
In the conversation that we had before this podcast, you told me that in the Quran there is information about the Zodiac and also about magic. I think most people don't know that, and that was very interesting. So maybe we can start from the magic topic. How is the Quran talking about magic? How it is defined?
Yeah, actually, it's a very deep topic, because not every people going to be tested with the same. Like, for example, according to the Quran and the great God saying in the Quran, your test in your life, your hard times, not going to similar to mine, because we are different. You just like books. I like, for example, phone. So you're not going to lose your phone because you like books. So it's not going to affect you the same way. Do you know what I mean? Like, every people having different exams, different tests. Some people doesn't care their pets. Some people doesn't care their clothes. So everyone being tested, and because of the differences of the people, God sent lots of information and signs from God's floor. There is a science in God's floor. In the Quran it says the magic being sent to people by two angels, which in human form. And they lived in times of the Babylon. Currently now is in Iraq, I think, or Iran, the Babylon. So in that time, I think there was one king, Persia, maybe. We can double check it. But that two angels teaching people magic. They know they have that information or just that sign from God's floor. But in Quran, for the magic sentence are really clear. There is no question marks. It's like a test for humankind, our will, our inside thoughts, and there are some good magics and there are some harmful magics, like useful magics for a person and harmful for people. So if I'm not wrong, in the Quran God says they were teaching magic to people, but they were not able to teach them without warning. So they were telling to people, like people going to that two angels, and of course they don't know they are angels. They think that they are
regular
human.
people.
Yeah, normal people. And their names are Harut and Marut. And Harut and Marut was warning people, okay, listen, if you do that to a person by your hands, like if you do it on your own, or if you buy it with money, you will be having nothing at the afterlife. You will be totally, whatever you do in this life as a favor, as a like good things, like sins and good things, no matter what you do, you will be empty and you will be naked. You will be without nothing at the afterlife.
If you apply magic to someone else.
Yes. But of course, not only one part, not only one sentence or one, of course, there is lots of information about magic in Quran in some parts. So I will try to get them together and say it in the line. I will try. And God directly saying that they are asking for the things which can separate wife and the husband.
Okay. The people were asking this. Okay.
Yeah, people, they didn't ask for useful, but they keep asking for they were trying to learn harmful ones.
Right. So God sent, as far as the Quran says that God sent two angels in human form to teach magic to regular people.
Yeah, whoever asked.
And when they started teaching magic, they were warning them not to use the magic on other people because they will not have an afterlife.
Yeah.
And people started asking for magic to separate.
Yes, even though the angels are warning, people keep asking for the harmful things. Like black magic, like magic to separate people, magic to get some people to you, like as a lover, you know, just to kill or just affect people. I will give some examples because I'm from Turkey and it's close to Iran, Iraq, and Syria. Like I can tell you this: Israel using magic for government operations. It's really powerful. Like you can get informations as soon as you want, because when you do magic, demons are included about those things. Demons getting included. So ifrits, like demons has some levels, as like our like society, they have ranks, I think, ranks. And ifrits are more powerful than the normal demons. And Prophet Suleiman had an army from animals, from human, and from demons, because he prayed to God like, God, please give me a kingdom that nobody going to have ever than me, only me. And then he tested with some ways, and God sent him that abilities, like he was able to order wind, like wind.
Okay.
And he was able to speak with the animals. And demons and the ifrits given under his command, and he was commanding them. And even though the diving, under the water, which place man cannot go, demons were going down and getting some jewels and special things, and he has a big treasure, big kingdom. And even though in that time magic was known by the people, even the Egyptians, now people going to understand when I give the examples about the magics, which I learned from my parents, I hear from my friends, my parents, like lots of magic going on in the Muslim countries, because they know there is like something like this. And Israel, they have a book for it, and they call it Book of Suleiman, or just they name it some names, but some of them.
Solomon or
Solomon.
Oh, okay.
Suleiman, like we in Turkish saying. So
so in the Muslim countries they have this book, and
they name it Kabbalah.
Okay.
But I know there's like some Jewish people who believe different than other Jewish people. So there can be other, like they calling like devil's book, like magic book. Some of them looking for saying Kabbalah. Like I made lots of search about it, but they believe that they have black magic book and they using it. But of course, I didn't see with my eyes, so I cannot say that they are 100% doing it. But they have that knowledge. They knew that there is a magic and they can do it, or just they are able to do it. And also Muslim countries too. And also even I hearing from my friends in Europe, even Christian countries know there's a magic and they are doing that too. So it's not only Muslim countries, but in Muslim countries I saw lots of examples. So I just thinking about.
How do you define magic? Do you need a certain spell? Do you need to read some lines?
There are different ways. And when I give you the examples, you will understand why Egyptians was drawing some people with the bird head.
Oh, okay.
Like
with the huge.
Yeah, like it's frightening because it's so scary. I search lots of things about magic, and one person I saw in YouTube, I think, he tried one magic to see other realms, like see demons. The open the eyes curtain, because in our religion, God putting curtains to our eyes to don't see demons or angels or the other realms, which is actually good for us, because after I see that video and hear what he was seeing, and he wanted to stop it, because at one point he couldn't handle the things he's seeing. So let me give you an example about the Quran sentence which separating wife and husband. Wife and husband and becoming the marriage, becoming together is very important thing in Quran. And God says in the Quran, God put love between wife and the husband. They love them different way. So it is really good bond, strong bond between them. But in my town, Konya, I hear that one couple having marriage, but the girl has an aunt, and that aunt want that girl for her son.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's doing magic. And lots of people saying that at the marriage, they are dancing.
At the wedding.
At the wedding, yeah. The wedding, marriage ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, just at the wedding, like they are dancing, and man, the husband, not looking at her, like he's like this. He's not gonna look at her, like he doesn't want. So magic affects people that much, if God gives permission, because in the magic sentence in the Quran, let me say it in line, then we will talk about it, because only one sentence or two sentences is not enough. You have to read all the book, and you will see magic topics more than 10 times, maybe 20 times. So it's saying that they were asking for the harmful magic which separate wife and husband from Harut and Marut, but they weren't able to teach without warning them. They weren't teaching anything without warning. And even though they were warning, people were keep asking for the harmful things and the black magic and the to harm people, to kill people, and separate wife and husband things, just get people love them, or just some effective depression, lots of effects magic has. But what they are doing is not able to affect anyone without God's permission.
Okay.
Quran says. So God's saying that only I give permission for one magic to affect one person. So it means that if it's your test in your life, if you will be tested with that way, God going to let it happen to you, and you will be tested that way. Because some people doesn't believe magic, so I don't think they will be tested with magic, because if someone may do magic to them, they don't believe it. They're going to say that I'm in depression, I'm having bad times. So when the judgment day comes, everyone must be tested to their limits. So because everyone is different, tests will be different too. So there are lots of information in Quran about everything, not only magic. If our viewers just going to ask anything, we can talk about anything, because I check whatever you ask, there is information in Quran, like woman, man, like marriage, working.
But what happened to this example? Do they separate?
Yeah, I mean, imagine you are in the wedding.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful wife, and you don't want to look at her. You disgust. I don't know what he was seeing, because your vision, your look, what you see is changing. It's possible. Because, for example, that guy I saw in the YouTube, he doing the magic to see the realms and everything, angels, demons. It's happening with black cat. He didn't describe all of it. He said, because I don't want to describe you everything to do it, but I think I'm not going to say all the details, but you're killing the black cat and you're getting the eyes out. You bury and do something and do other things, some prayings, but opposite. You just opposite praying, you just writing it reverse.
Okay, and reading it. Okay.
Yeah, so devil going to do everything reverse when people doing it right, because he's jealous of us, because he doesn't like us. Whatever we do, he's going to do opposite. So some of the harmful magic, they are using Bible or Tevrat or Furqan or Quran. They are writing it opposite and burning it, or doing some rituals, some other things. So that guy doing that magic, and he said that I start seeing people with pig head. I start seeing people with bird head. And he was describing things like someone just eating, but he's not eating alone. Because in Quran, devil said to God, I will get most of your creation about mankind on my way. And God said that to the devil. In Quran, their speech in the sentence are written detailed. And God said to the devil, okay, be partner of their food. Eat together. Be a partner of their children. Imagine you having children, but devil is partner on it. So there are lots of sentences like this which I made me search and try to understand, and maybe months, weeks, or years it took for me to understand the sentence, because you understand some of the sentence from Quran when you experience something in your life. And sometimes it's happening to, you see a dream, you just see someone doing something and you understand that sentence coming to your mind by the God, and you have been like explained by God.
You're having an insight.
Yeah. Like from nowhere, you're just seeing something, and from nowhere, it's sentence coming to your mind, and God just explaining to your heart. Because in our religion, Prophet Muhammad has the Quran in his heart. God saying that we put Quran in his heart, by sentence. So mankind not doing the understanding with their mind, but they are doing it with their heart. Like we don't say I understand it, like when you have inside thoughts, when you say feel like it's right inside, you saying that that's right, I understand it. So you're doing the understanding with your heart, not your brain. Your brain make you idea, think, but understanding, you must be sure about it as a feeling. Is it right, or you understand it? So devil was being partner to mankind about eating and having children and all the actions, and that guy was seeing it, and he said that I saw people with horse legs, I see people with pig arms, or just bird arms, like bird head. Then I realized that Egyptian people focused on the black cats because it's very important in the Egypt mythology and Egyptian, that Pharaoh times, they cats were blessed, like untouchable.
Because there was a sacred animal.
Yeah, and especially black ones. So I think they were able to do a magic to whole people to open their eyes and see themselves as a like bird head or pig head, whatever it is. Then they think that, oh, they are God. So it's possible because that person give exactly the same description like the Egyptian drawings on the floor and just the walls, and he said that I start seeing things and I cannot handle it anymore. And one of the demons starts staring at him non-stop.
So he was seeing demons inside people.
Yeah, because God said that be part
that have animal forms.
Yeah. Because in our belief, some people believe that, I'm not sure about it because I didn't see it with my eyes. Some people believe that if you do some sins, that demons being part of you, and of course they are shape changers, like they can change their body, or just they become some scorpion here, they can become even human form. But when they go inside you, or just they are living with you, probably from outside it's look like you're having different parts in your body, but as a like energy or just that other realm he starts seeing, and he was trying to get out to stop it, because that one demon king, they have groups, they have like us, like they will be judged in the judgment day like us, they're going to hell and heaven. So they are not so different than us about living on earth and going to judgment day, but of course they don't have physical form and they are energies. But if you do those things and invite them, of course they're going to start affecting you, but normally they cannot, because it's forbidden. They are not allowed to affect us, and we are not allowed to talk or see them. So when you do magic, when you having depression, when your energy is low, they can just affect you, like not physically, but mentally, psychologically.
So they can enter your energetic field.
Yeah, they can affect you with lots of ways. They can whisper you things. They can touch you just like as a feeling, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's a different topic. It's really long topic, because people really wonder how demons living, how they are, like what they are doing, where are they. But about the magic, jealousy, magic, human eye, those are I put all of them in same category, like jealousy, like thinking bad, hate,
like the sins.
yes, sins, but yeah, harmful feelings for human body. Like for us, harmful things effective in the same way. Like if you do magic or if you're jealous of something, it's affecting the same. So if you ask me, it's harmful with the same way. Or if you hate someone or just
Bad vibes, yeah.
yeah, like bad thinking, bad energy, harmful things. So magic and jealousy is really
So is gluttony a sin in the Quran as well? Gluttony is when, for example, you eat more than you need and you want more money than you need, and
greed, like
it's like greed, but
yeah.
gluttony is with food.
Yeah, I understand.
Something like, all right. So maybe if you eat more than you need, and if you want more money than you need, maybe then those entities, for example, maybe you would see someone like having a big entity inside of him that's constantly eating, for example.
Yeah. It's not like written as a sin, but of course it's saying that like don't do it because it's harmful for your stomach. Don't like go for more and more.
Yeah, and I've noticed that when you have low vibes, low energy, that's when people get more primitive, and for example, they revert to eating more and wanting more material stuff, and maybe then those lower entities that you're talking about, the demons, maybe then they can enter your aura and your field.
And like that, those things dropping your energy, and you're just how can I say? Like you said, aura. We have a strong soul because our soul, the spirit inside us, like real us, it's coming from God. Because in the creation sentence in the Quran, God saying that to angels, as soon I'm going to create something from mud, like clay or just earth. As soon as I give breath from my soul, God saying that my soul, I'm going to put some part of my soul to that creation. As soon as I do it, kneel before him. So at that point, the devil saying, the Iblis we say, he didn't do it.
The devil in the Quran.
Devil, he has a name, Iblis. Lots of like it says like devil, Iblis, like that dismissed one, like dismissed because after he didn't obey that order, he dismissed. But some of the people saying that demons were living before us on the earth, then they dismissed. I don't know if it's same with the devil or not, but I know that he dismissed from this realm, this earth. This realm is a like physical realm, what we living right now, and he's so jealous about it, and he's so angry about it. And with his like temptation, with his whispering, calling people going for the harmful magic, people going for that harmful things, like harmful feelings. I think.
So this is all in the Quran.
Yeah,
and there is a devil in the talk between God and the devil.
Yeah, there is everything in Quran. I can say, Atanas. Like I search about everything, and I really like searching science, like quantum physics and the astrology or under the ground, like sky. I really search about everything. I wonder, and I was pushing myself to learn things. Like I wonder lots of things. Like for example, shadows under the sun. Why we are not having half shadow and full shadow, like because sun is bigger.
And what about quantum physics? Because in my early, when I was a teenager, I was also interested in those experiments. Have you gone deep into quantum physics? Because there are a few experiments, the double slit experiment, where reality at its base core is just a wave. It's a theory, that is a wave. But when you start to measure it, it behaves like a particle.
Yeah, when you put someone to something to watch or detect the electron detector, it's acting like different. So
like matter.
It's like a total mystery for mankind. Like we can't understand why there is no detector. When there is no detector, it's acting like a light. When you put detector, it's acting like a
maybe because
material.
the scientist is expecting a certain result, and this makes the matter collapse.
Yeah, I was searching more about NASA and that we passing through the Van Allen belt, like a spot, the layer, because it's a really hot and radiation place. I was searching about that. I was searching about sun. I was searching about magic. I was searching for Zodiac. I was searching for other religions, mythology, the Greek and Vikings, like their mythology, their beliefs. I was searching about everything because when you meet with new people, you cannot understand, you cannot know what they're going to open a topic as a topic. So I was trying to educate myself, learn, but I realized that when you start searching about things, you mustn't be supporting one idea. When you start searching, you must be doing, in Turkish we say tez, antitez, sentez. We saying that read everything about supporting that idea is true. Read everything about which supporting that idea is saying that that idea is wrong, false, and read the comments of the people who doesn't know any information about it. So do everything, the search for everything, learn everything. Then you're going to have an idea, and when you're going to speak about it, you're going to have knowledge to support your idea, and then you can decide at the end what is true after you do your own experiment. Because I was seeing lots of things in the Quran, I was seeing lots of things in the YouTube, Google, you name it, to search about things. But at the end, when I see enough about as a knowledge, I'm just doing my own experiment. I want to see it with my eye. So about magic, I saw it in my eye. It exists, I can say that. And some fairy tales going on about that. They are saying that two angels, Harut and Marut, did some mistakes. They turn up and upside down. They hanged from their feet in one cave, in one mountain. Like people doesn't know where to stop. Like we, mankind, we don't know where to stop. So when we start talking about Zodiac, I will tell you this, because when you don't know your stopping point, the end point, you will start guessing, because the knowledge is finishing. The information you can take from, or you can get from other people is finishing, but you want to go further. But it's finished. You cannot find anything more. Then you start asking questions, and that questions making new questions, and you start guessing. Maybe it's like this, maybe it's like that. After that, you start making mistakes. So as a human, we are we have limits. Our brain, our body has limits. As you know, we cannot do things if we get so much weight on us, we're going to die.
We cannot comprehend the whole picture.
So it is same for the knowledge too. Our physical body not going to handle that information. Yes, our soul is really strong. We can have memories from past years, we having terabytes of storage we have. Yes, it's strong, but our physical body blocking some abilities of our soul. So we cannot teleport. We cannot hear everything from far. So we have limits, and we don't know our stop point. We just go 100% till the end. But balance and the point, knowing the point where you're going to stop, it's better. So what I learned from my search about quantum physics, it's whole question mark. They making a test, and they are saying that it's causing some CPUs they are building about the computers, and it's not only working for the 1 and 0 because at the quantum physics, more than 1 and 0 possibilities, like all the angles, like everywhere, like 360 degrees. So it's going to be a new age if they are able to make it and start working with it. They are saying that they made it. There are some computers with quantum CPUs calculating more than 1 and 0. But yeah, I mean, it's whole question mark and guessing.
Let's talk about the Zodiac in the Quran. So, because when we were talking with you, you told me that it is referenced in the Quran, the Zodiac, but it is said something like it is true and it is applicable, but to a certain point where it's more psychological, and you cannot predict the future with that.
Yeah, future information and the Zodiac are different things in Quran. It's called gaib, like unseen, unknown for the future. And the Zodiac, there is four sentence I checked about it. There is a oath, like swear. I swear in the sky. The sentence starts like this: I swear to sky which has zodiacs. We created the sky, and the first level of the sky we put planets and the zodiacs. And it says, with that way, when you are lost in darkness of the night, you can able to find your way, because stars, some of the one star showing the north non-stop. Mm-hmm. We say büyük ay in Turkish, but I don't really know the English saying of it, but it's like a cup. It has two, one big cup shape and one small. So the end of it or the beginning of it showing the north, so you can find your way with stars. But also there are lots of sentences in the Quran starts with oath, like swear. Swear, like I swear on this, I swear on this, like a promise, like strong saying. So it's saying that we created sky and we put zodiacs at there. And in another surah it's saying that I swear to the moon, when it's a full moon, we put humankind from one to another position, like a situation, like we change your mood. It says for the moon. What is moon in Zodiac? It's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So
emotions,
feelings. So your emotions and feelings changing according to moon.
Okay.
So Quran saying it. And also it's saying it's Zodiac, but with that simple sayings in Quran, I can say that I think it's the Zodiac sign not being detailed in Quran because of this. Exactly, you said. Future guessing. So I see things in Quran explained detailed, like with lots of examples and details, and I see things just one sentence or two sentences. So we must be careful about that, because there is a reason about it. So if something explained detailed, you just get the information and you know it, okay. But if there is no too many information and too much, maybe you must start thinking, maybe our mind not going to understand it. Mm-hmm. So that information is enough. To know that, it's enough. But if you go further, okay, go search. But maybe you will be mistaken. You cannot know. So Zodiac, I can say that we are not knowing our point to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So when I searching for the reincarnation and the Zodiac, at one point it start guessing. There's no proof. Mm-hmm. there's no real information like that person come and said, I see with my eyes, I came from this, because in the reincarnation it says it's deleted. Nobody cannot remember the old lives. So I search about it very detailed, and there's lots of examples, people speaking some other languages from old ages, and they are saying that it's a proof of reincarnation, but demons can speak all the languages from all past years because they live more than 1,000 years. Demons are different, and they know everything about you. They can speak Ibrani, for example, Ibrani language. They can speak Sumerian. They can speak Aztecs, like you name it, because they can see us, they can watch us, and they know whatever do. Like if I get this and just steal it, the information inside them, they are like, Mert, steal that, Mert, steal that. Like it's spreading. So when they making a soul calling seances, we most of us experience that when we are like in teenagers or just high school or university. We like to do like spirit calling seances, like some scary things. Summoning spirits. Demons are coming, and because they know what your grandma was doing, you think that your grandma there, but they know what your grandma was doing, or just the names, and so they are coming and they are talking to you or just affecting you. So about the Zodiac, I think that some people getting affected about some dreams and other things and old sayings, and they saying that they start. Even in the one movie, Exorcism of Emily Rose, I think she lived in America, USA, and she was speaking 4 other language and 4 other sound at the same time, because she possessed by demons. She was affected. So about the Zodiac, we have only 4 sentences, and it's saying that we place Zodiac in the first level of the sky. We created moon, and I swear to moon, when it's a full moon, we put humankind from one feeling to another feeling, one situation to another situation. So if you see the moon movements, and if you see the effects on humankind, you seeing that, for example, I'm having headache in full moon, and I'm having some emotion change because I'm air sign Libra, and like of course there is some details about the planets and the positions on your house or birth chart. I checked most of them, and also my girlfriend giving lots of examples and information about it, and I'm learning from her about the Zodiac more detailed. So in Quran it says we affect people with planets movement, and zodiacs exist, but that's it. About the future information, it's a whole different topic. That's why I was telling to our viewers, or just people who watching that video, if they really want to know anything about any topic, Quran has information. And also myself was looking for lots of things and searching about it. I can humbly share my search, what I find, but I cannot say 100% true. But for Quran information, I do experiments, I test. As a person who check all the religions, including paganism, like the other atheism.
Isn't this paganisms like in America, like magicians, something like that?
No, it's totally different. It's different religion, and it's also not only USA, even in the Europe, and lots of people were believing that.
Aren't there witches there or something like that, or those are different?
Yeah, like of course they included in that paganism also. Magic exists, so lots of people being blamed as a witch or just a magician, and they murdered them. But yeah, I mean, as a person who search all about those things. I do my own experiments, and I 100% believe that Quran giving the right information, but enough information. If you seek more, you must be so carefully keep searching, because what we can find in our world is limited. We don't have, do you ever see with your eyes how zodiac's affecting people or moon?
No.
Do you ever see how Saturn affecting you?
No, we just see how the moon affects the tides and the lows in the ocean, for example. But that's it.
I am talking about seeing with the eye how it's coming, the information, because like the future information you ask me, it's totally different topic. And one demon, there is a demon surah in Quran, demon paragraph, and one demon explaining things which they were doing before and which they are not able to do it anymore, for example. So about the future information, it's a whole different topic we're going to talk. I will give you some examples and what is the... Again, it's like a very simple one sentence or two sentence. To humankind, the future information is not in Zodiac or not in that coffee cups you just open, not in your hand, like let me read your hand, or just water. No. It was a big surprise for me about the future information, God saying that. That sentence actually affected me so much. In Quran, God says, you cannot understand women. God protects them, and with the God protection, they protect the future information, gaib. Women, not men. Really lots of people doesn't know how important women, and there is lots of miracles and good things about women in Quran. But men, just like all the other things, they are making suffer their wives.
So is it because they have more? They're more in touch with their intuition, or
they
can sense future things.
Yeah, like the gaib information, the future information can be shared with anyone. God saying that they're asking to our prophet.
All right. So in our previous conversation, you told something that people who want there, for example, there are people who say that they can tell your future and that they can connect with demons, and the demons can tell them about the past. But even the information about the past is not free, and so those people are like building a lot of bad karma and some bad. So if you want to know even the past, what happened with certain people, it's not free.
Yeah, demons doesn't like us, Atanas. Because they envy of us, and lots of search I made about magicians, demons. All of them saying the same thing. They are lying. You cannot trust them. Even though they have Christian demons, Muslim demons, non-believing demons, they are those kind of things like which we having, like the same like us, but they are lying to us. So you cannot be 100% what they say. But in Quran, there is a demon part, and one demon saying that at that night we were able to go to first level of the sky and listen to future happenings, the gaib. So they were able to go there and listen what's going to happen as a big happenings, because in Quran it says there is a one night that information comes to earth, comes to sky. So they were able to do it, listen it, but right now it's forbidden for them. They no longer can go there. And in that same surah in Quran it says, but who do like ear stealing, they can have, but they are saying that, the demons saying that we were able to go to first level of the sky, first layer, because there's 7 layers of the sky. And he was saying that We were able to go to sky, listen first level of the sky. We listen to future happenings, but it was in the past. Right now, when we go there, the burning shiny light follows us. I believe it's an angel, because he's saying that shiny light which burning us, like they are saying that we are melting, like dying. So that light follows them when they do steal, like ear stealing. So some of them still able to get that information, like Skype information from the sky when it comes to Earth, but it's forbidden now. Like they are being punished if they try to hear it. And in Prophet Suleiman's life, very detailed described in the Quran, when he died, he was like getting strength from his wood stick, and he died. But nobody realized he died. He died standing to his wooden stick. Described in the Quran, with that way we show people demons cannot know future. Prophet died, and his army from demons, animals, and humans, because he was so like how can I say, strong and angry. Like if he gets angry, he's like a very, we say celalli, like in Turkish. His anger is so strong, like he's destroying things, or just like how can I say, like a very angry, like shining at one point. So Prophet Suleiman, nobody go to him. They think that Prophet Suleiman praying, so they said, let's don't disturb him. 1 year later, some wood eating bug eat the wood and it's broken and he fall down. They understand that he died 1 year later. And God saying in the Quran, that's the proof of demons cannot know future. We showed people in that time, like forget about our time. Prophet Suleiman lived very before, like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years. Like so, demons cannot know future 100%, and God saying that information I only share with whoever I want. And our prophet being questioned about lots of things, and the people who lived in the time of our prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they ask, Ya Muhammad, tell us what is Ghaib. And God answered with the message, with the angels, Ghaib is the thing only God knows. God said that information only on my floor, and I share with whoever I want. In other sentence, it says, like in other sentence, like page later in the Quran, or just before, God saying that from like nowhere, you cannot understand women. In one sentence, you just reading, you cannot understand women, like from nowhere. And you are just being shocked. Why? What's happening? And he says, like God says, I protect women. With my protection, they protect the Ghaib information. So your sister, your mother, your aunt, women can sense traumatic big happenings. Like, for example, my mother, when in her early age, she was warning her older sister about they are going to travel from one point to another point, one city to another city, and one woman, friends of my aunt, said that, give me your children, they can come with my car. And my mom said that I felt so bad, like inside, like my heart like just squeezing. And I said to my sister, don't send kids with her, please. Let the kids came with us. So that woman had a car accident, and she has lots of platines everywhere in the bones. So that's how God share future information. Like your feelings, you're just going to feel something wrong, but you're not going to understand what's going on. So that's a warning. Or you're going to see a dream, 100% real life. You're going to remember every moment of your dream. And you will see that it's happening next day or 1 week later. It happened to me about one army move in Turkey, happened in 15 July, I think, close. I saw soldiers killing soldiers. I saw bombings in my dream, like from nowhere. I'm not like thinking about those things in my real life, like I'm just going to school, like playing basketball. I have those ideas, like from nowhere I'm seeing some soldier killing soldier, and I saw lots of maggots coming underground from underground.
In a dream or when you're awake?
Now in the dream, okay. I'm just seeing it, some soldier killing soldiers, and 3 days or 4 days later, army make a move against the government, and the soldiers start killing citizens start killing soldiers. Soldiers also start killing each other because there is some group called FETÖ. They are calling that FETÖ, like some guy named Fethullah. They are his group trying to get the government, like some sort of politic, and the government moves, like army doing some things to
overthrow the
yeah. So from nowhere, thanks to God, I saw it in my dream, and as soon as I see it, because with the details, when I wake up, I was remembering it with very details, and I told to my mom, like, check, because dreams are really important. There is one prophet, Joseph, I think in English, Yusuf in our language, which has zodiac information. He knew zodiacs, and he knew dream meaning. Dream meaning is whatever you see in your dream has a meaning. So the dreams are really important for a man, for a woman, like for everyone. So the colors you see, the things happening in your dream, so they're all important, and you have to be carefully mean them, because it's like not like a sure future, like if you see something in your dream, possibility. If you see in your dream something, it can be opposite, or it can be like harmful, or it can be good. So whatever you mean in your dream, going to be your fate, going to be your future. It's going to be like set like this. So our prophet warned everyone about that, and our Quran, the prophet get the information from the angels. God give that information. The prophet Joseph, which lives in Egypt, he lived in Egypt. He had the zodiac sign, and he had the knowledge about zodiac sign, and he had the knowledge about dreams, because one king asking people who can mean my dream, and at that point Joseph in the jail, and he sending with the guardians, I think, or just his friend, jail friend, we say it's in the Quran, it says jail friend, like 3 people who locked in the jail, and one of them seeing some dream and asking to Joseph, like, Joseph, you know dreams meaning, so tell me what it means. And he's saying that you will be free, you will be serving the king, so don't forget about telling to king about me. But he's forgetting to speak about Joseph to king. When the king see a dream and ask for a dream mean, that guy remembers Joseph, and he said he can mean your dream. So that's the short story from Joseph's life, how he get out from the jail. But zodiac exist, important, and affect people, but there is no other information about like that planet do those, that planet means this in Quran. It says like swear, like oath, I swear in the sky which has zodiacs. We put zodiacs in the first layer of the sky, we put planets. So, and I swear on moon.
Yeah, the moon
When it's
just
full
the moon.
moon.
Yeah, okay.
So zodiac and moon is different sentence. Zodiac get placed in 4 sentence, but with as a like 1 sentence. To the sky we put, and I swear on the zodiacs we put, and there is a one surah. We say surah is like a part about the name of the surah is Najm. It's star. Sirius, the Sirius A and B. In early times, some Arabic people were believing that Sirius A, because it's so shiny, they believe in, as they were praying to it as a god. So, like in that surah, at the 49th sentence, like from nowhere, it's describing like prophets getting message from God by angel, just Jebrail, just saying this. It's a story going on, but at the 49th, I will tell you, when I see it, I had good goosebumps. Like at the 49th, it says, your God, also God of the star Shia. They call it Shia, the Sirius A. So your God, also God of the star Shia. And later on, why I said 49, because later on scientists find that Sirius A completing his 1 full year as a hour counting 49 years. Like describing,
and it's on the 49th.
Yeah, I'm just telling you,
paragraph.
Describing angel and prophet talking, and prophet getting information from Jebrail. If you see that Najm, if for the people who watching this video, its name is Najm, its name star. They can like type like star surah in Quran, and they're going to see those things like even it's giving some information like a distance between Sirius A and Sirius B. So that sentence in the Quran, after I read and didn't understand, but understand later with the search and the experiments, really giving me goosebumps and the perfect proof that like it's a book has every information. So that's why I was telling our viewers can ask whatever they want in the comments, like what Quran says about women, like what Quran says about men, what Quran says about war. Like for example, you ask eating, like jealousy, like whatever you say, or just look for knowledge, you can find it in Quran, even with the 1 or 2 sentence.
Why is it considered that? What is the connection with this, with the Islamic extremists? Because in America, back in the 2000, when was the attack on the Trade Centers? 2001.
Yes.
There was a period of time where people were connecting Islam with terrorists, and how is it this branch of Islam? Is it a branch of Islam that those people are referring, or is just it's not? They don't understand it well. It's like propaganda about.
For example, if you look at ISIS, I see people like actually not only ISIS, like for all of us. If you read how to swim, okay, swim. But if you don't understand how to swim, when you try to apply to your life, you're going to do mistakes while you're swimming. You're going to swallow lots of water. So it is same. If you want to choose the Islam, okay, choose. But you must be first understand what you read, then apply it to your life. For example, like look at the Muslim countries, some of them separating men and women, but some of them not. So some people doing different than others, but it depends on how people because you're going to read Quran and understand same sentence with me different way, and I will read the sentence and I understand differently. So that's a book which you must pray to understand, and you must like do some efforts, like spend your time, open your mind, get your ego down, like do the things you must do to deserve it, I can say. Because our prophet was trying to spread the religion, and he was trying to make people Muslim, but the clear warning came from God to our prophet. You are not a guard on them. You mustn't pressure them or put them, or you mustn't feel sad, because our prophet was like feeling so sad when a person doesn't become Muslim. And God give information and give a perfect warning to our prophet, which we must get the same warning too. So God said that, like, you're going to just destroy yourself because they are not becoming Muslim. You are not a guard, you are not a pusher, like a pressure. You cannot put pressure on them to become Muslim. And God saying that the Islam key of the Islam is on my floor. I will give them to people. You only the messenger. You just share your information, and so all we have to do, our responsibility, when someone asks about those things like you asking me, I will give you the information. After that, there is no responsibility for me to, like, I'm not going to be questioned like why Atanas didn't become Muslim. So it's your choice, or it's your choice to believe what Quran says about Zodiac, what Quran says about moon, for example. So you can question why didn't God give information in Quran about other planets? Why he only gave moon? It's affecting the feelings, and so you can question those things. But I'm telling again, like, people question things with their ego, and they are saying that, okay, I know better, I know the best. This is stupid, this is wrong, this is not enough. Like, just ask and learn, and just you're going to see and realize which information is enough for you, which information you cannot understand. As a guide, people ask about soul to our prophet, like spirit. Okay, Ya Muhammad, tell us about spirit, soul, our soul. God give information. Only God knows that information. Man cannot. So it means that we are not able to understand. So maybe how Saturn works or affects people, maybe we weren't able to understand. But right now, technology spreading, we just making lots of experiments. Like about the Zodiac, it's like this. They are checking the sky, planet spots, and they are saying that, okay, when there is for example, big happenings in the earth, like as a French Revolution, let's check the sky and same position. So it means, so with that way we learning, like in that big happening, that planet was there, so it means that this way. So that's how we learn. But it can be wrong. We are not sure, because we cannot even go to moon. Like, we cannot pass the limits of the sky and the earth, because there is one clear sentence which like challenging us and demons. God saying that, mankind and demons, if you are so powerful to pass the limits of the earth and the sky, like limits, go. Like, it's pure challenge by God. Like, go. Let me see how you're passing that. And he's saying that, Kella, you cannot pass unless you have too much power. So, sky, underground, even oceans is a big mystery for us. We don't know. We're just guessing. So, about Zodiac guessing future topic, we can say that, yes, we can say that person going to have that feeling or like emotion change or some sickness as a physically. At next week I think we can say it, because I do my own experiments about it. I'm not saying that zodiac sign can guess future, but they can say that, okay, be careful about that area. Be careful about it, because I tested with my way. There was one Zodiac expert in the Turkey which making TV programs. He was saying that rising Taurus and Taurus, be careful about your neck next 2 weeks, because that planet moving to that house, blah. So I was like, okay, let's see. And I was like careful about it. Do you know what happened? I just went to sleep one night. I sweat while sleeping. I wake up and my neck was so cold. In the morning, I was having ache. And I said that, okay, that's the experiment I did. And that's the proof that Zodiac experts, which has real knowledge, like right knowledge, can tell you for 1 or 2 weeks, according to planet movements, they can tell you what you're going to be like suffer, or you must be careful about it. But forget about guessing future. You cannot know, because
this might not happen even.
Yeah, like, because about the future information, about the gaib, it's connected with faith, human faith. So people think that our faith cannot change. No. In Quran it says God changing faith. God can change faith with 2 ways. With praying, if you pray for something and if it's accepted by God, God changing your faith. And the other way is favor, doing favor, like a good thing, like you helping someone and you hiding it. You're not telling people, do you know I helped this guy? It's gone. So you mustn't be proud of it. You mustn't tell those favors. You just do it only for God. God knows it. That's it. Okay, so hide it. Don't be proud of it. Don't expect a return from that person. Like, don't push. Like, hey, give me my money. Like, so those things making those favors more or less valuable. So with good favors, like helping to God, because in Quran it says it's helping to, like, it's really very strange sentence for everyone maybe when they're here. It says in the Quran, who wanna give money to God? Who wanna help to God? God doesn't need our help. God doesn't need like money. But it's saying like that. With that way, God going to give you more and more. So it means that help people homeless, help people which doesn't have parents, like child losing their parents. So help them, help people who traveling and having less money or the opportunities. So with that way, God going to help you with more and more. So about that favors and the fate, zodiac, future information, dreams, those are all sent like things which connected with each other, and you cannot understand only one without knowing others. So that's why everyone's saying that you must read whole Quran, and I'm saying that yes, read, but you must understand whole book. I'm not saying that I understand, so I don't want to make some misunderstanding at that point. I'm just still trying to learn. God knows the truth only, and like the information giving to us, which I say enough for us, then we will keep searching and we will try to find more and more. But in Quran, everything has a place. So people who watching this video can ask in the comments whatever they want, like what's in that, like war, like I give the like examples. So zodiac and guessing future is not connected in Quran. Gaib, the guessing future, and dreams are connected, for example. And women and the future information connected together, for example. So, but zodiac, I didn't see about the future.
No connection, okay.
But it says we put people from one feeling to another feeling, from one situation to other situation, according to like.
So it doesn't say that you can guess the future, but it says that people are affected by the planet.
Yes. And
psychologically and emotionally.
And I believe that because I do my own experiments and I see with my own eyes. That woman was saying that be careful. I was not 100% be careful, but one night I got sweat and get cold and boom. 1 week I have a ache in my neck.
I think even in astrological circles, I just thought that people are not given the whole information on purpose, because you can never know the future, because the future, as you said in quantum physics, all possibilities exist, and it depends on you which possibility you're going to experience by your deeds and by your emotions and feelings. So
like
it's not fixed.
Yeah, like maybe they're going to tell you, oh, next week this is going to happen, but maybe you're going to pray or do some favor and that fate going to change. That's what I'm saying. Like guessing future connected with fate, dreams, women. So all those topics connected to each other. You must know this, and there are lots of possibilities before it happens. God can take it as a challenge and make it not happen. So like I'm saying that we are like not being so careful about those things. We are just living like nobody checking on us, or just we are not going to be like checked. We're doing everything. So future guessing with anything is forbidden. With anything. If God shared it with you in your dreams, Alhamdulillah, you just pray, you say thanks God for sharing with me, but like look at the hand and saying that you're going to have 3 children, like come on. Yeah, I mean maybe this guy going to be like not able to have children because of some sickness. Like how you can know those things? So it's a little bit going
too
far,
much overboard.
Yeah, like don't pass that limit. It's dangerous, so it's not goodful. Like it's harmful.
Demons can know.
Yeah, I said. I said demons were able to go to sky at one night, which comes to like there is some nights described in Quran, which is important nights. I will say the names in Turkish, as I know, Kadir night, which whole Quran came to sky, whole Quran, part one by one and sentence by sentence come to our prophet by the angel with experience in our prophet's life, because in our life we having different situations, war, fighting, arguments, marriage, kids, so lots of things changing, and our prophet was getting sallallahu alaihi wasallam getting the information sentence by sentence, like in 1 month, and for whole different situations. For example, I will tell you and you will understand. In one day message came like don't go to war, show patience. Then few years later message came, go to war. So it doesn't mean that God saying that go to war, don't go to war. Like it's not. It means that when you are not able to reply to the people who are attacking to you with the same power, it's a suicide. You don't have power, you're going to die. Like don't do it. You like observe the situation, get your armies together or just get your power. Then when you are strong enough to reply, to attack, then go to war, but go to war only in God's way, the true way. And go to war with who war with you. So you're not going to start war.
Yeah, with innocent people.
Yeah, like if someone attacking you, just go to war. Defend yourself, defend your family, because killing people, killing a person is free in some kind of situations for us. In Quran it says, if someone trying to kill you, or if someone trying to kill your family, if someone trying to get your items, like you can just fight to death, till death. You must protect. So those kind of specific situations, it's like an example I gave. Like there is lots of different informations on different situations, and Quran because it's the last book, it has every information about everything which we need. Yeah, for the demons, we can speak about them, about the dreams and dream meaning. I can tell you the Prophet Joseph's life. I can give you information. I can give information from Quran as much as I know. I don't know 100% all Quran. At least I don't understand 100%. Only God knows the truth. But also I can share my findings which I do on my own, like a search. Of course, including Quran, but I was searching from every source. So whoever wanna ask about any topic, I can just share my information humbly. Like if they think I am wrong about something, they can also make a comment like you saying it's wrong, or just we can talk and discuss and share information. And yeah, I mean about everything: men, women, marriage, people's rights like children rights, women rights, men rights, war. About everything we can talk. I can share the information I learn from Quran, I saw in Quran. I'm going to share only the sentence I read from Quran, as much as my English just enough. So people going to understand different things when they read the same thing in Quran. So of course we're going to be having different ideas, different understandings, but at the end, everyone going to get their message in different way. So maybe they're going to understand it with different ways, like seeing Quran, reading Quran, or just experiencing in their life some situations and they understand. Because actually the thing I have to say at the beginning, I'm saying at the last, but in Quran there is one sentence describing, there is two sentences in Quran and two different types of sentence in Quran. One, it's saying that one sentence is the main of the mother of the book, like main things of the book, main topics, and they are clear. But there are another sentence in the Quran which the meaning of them only can known by God.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's saying that, okay, you're going to read Quran, you're going to see two types of sentence. One, it's so clear, understandable, and they are the main topics and main orders or just the information, and you're going to read and understand, or maybe in short time period you will understand. But the others one, it's not going to be able to be for you to understand as soon as possible, or just you're not going to understand like what it means. So in that sentence it says, after that describing the two sentences, the people who has question marks in their heart about religion, about to like believe their belief, who has like some dangerous and not good thinking about religion or God or those things, they're going to follow those sentences which can only be known by God. They will follow those sentences and they will leave religion. But the people who 100% believe in the deep in the book and deep in the religion, they're going to say that we believe in Quran 100% and we believe it's true and it's from God. So Quran is the book which going to make unreligious person more unreligious. Quran is the book who going to make people who truly believe in heart 100%, they're going to be going deeper, more like deep, and they will get strong in their beliefs. So that's why some people read Quran and they leave religion. They're saying that it's not possible for God to say this, something like they are judging sentence and God in their big mind and big life. But that's a clear warning that you mustn't do those things. Like there are some describes like those sentence in the Quran, like don't be one of them who doing this, like the example. Don't be one of them. There's lots of warnings like this. And I said there's lots of swear, like I swear on the sky which has zodiac, I swear on the moon when it's a full moon. So I swear on the earth, I swear. So it's like telling you like God creating things, lots of the important things, and he swear on them and telling you some information. So understand how serious God is about those topics. Because I'm not going to say, Atanas, I swear on my life. Like when I'm going to speak with you, I'm speaking normal. I don't want to put, but when a sentence starts like that, you must be so careful about it. So it's not like a novel you're reading and understanding, or you watching a movie and getting affected. You just open it, you trying to understand, you must be trying to understand, and you must be like get your ego down and humbly ask for help to understand, because it's like not easy to understand.
It's not the literal meaning.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe 2 years later you're going to have an accident and you will understand some saying in the Quran. So that's what I'm saying. So it's a whole process. Our life is a whole process of learning, making choices. Then at the end, when the judgment is sure, we're dying and we're facing our reward or just the punishment. Also, we can talk about what devil said to God about us.
Yeah, the dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogues, because there is also dialogues between angels and the human when they go to hell, what they've been told and what they're going to answer, and when they're going to heaven, what going to be told to them or what they're going to answer. So everything described in details, and even though what we are saying described in Quran. Like for example, who going to heaven, like will hear only salam, like greetings. They're not going to hear anything empty words, it's Quran says. They're not going to hear any empty words. They're only going to hear greetings. And we will be like seeing people serving to us, like some, like a, how can I say, helper in the house. Like, so for example, that's for heaven. Like you join there, like you're not hearing any empty talks, you're not having any like you just having nice time. You just see only greetings, everyone greeting
so they're
you.
Describing what it is.
Yeah,
if you
and
go.
also in the hell, like when you're going there, the angel or just the responsible creation which stands in front of the hell going to ask, like, didn't that guy came to you and ask those things and warn you about that? And the person who going to hell going to answer like, yes, they came, and that yes, he or she came, and I tell him he's a liar. I said it's wrong, it's not right, I don't believe, you are lying. And
now you're here.
And the answer will be like, okay, then go inside, see is it true or not.
See for yourself. Yeah.
So like that detailed descriptions really affected me. Like even that speech between angels and the person or devil, like Adam, angels, God, their speech like written, and like you can see with your eyes in this life, it's really happening. So you can see the proof with your own eyes. Like it's really affecting me about that. And after 25 of my age, I decide to change my life, to apply Quran and Islam orders to my life, which was really hard, because lots of people saying that I'm Muslim, but they lie. They say I'm Muslim, but they getting money from bank and paying more.
Yeah,
Faiz is like,
the
which
same
is
with Christianity.
Yeah. So when you are not applying those things to your life, don't expect help. Okay, it's like are you smart? Like what you playing? Like do things to deserve some things, like do your efforts, like do some sacrifice, do compromise about those things, then seek for knowledge. Because as a man, I'm an ignorant person, I'm an ignorant creature. I must be educate myself. In Quran it says read. The first saying in the Quran is read. Read with the name of the great God. Rahim and Rahman, we say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The first thing we say from everything, before everything, when we drink water, when we eat when we go there, something, we just keep repeating with the name of the God, with the name of the God. But the first say is like read. Read means educate, learn, knowledge, ask. Nobody asking why, just living. Mm-hmm. Why? Learn. Then realize what's going on around you. Then like search for Zodiac, search for dream meaning, because you're seeing some dream like with snakes. It can be described with 10 different things when you see snake in your dream, or just the sun in your dream, for example. Some people seeing prophets in it has a meaning too. So there is lots of important things in our life, dreams, Zodiac, marriage, lots of big happenings to our life, and we must be aware of them and learn about those things to act right in the right moment. Because when you start making mistakes, it's like a chain reaction. You're just making one thing wrong, another mistake. Mm-hmm. So,
but that's how you learn. So
yeah, the first point I was really getting like very disappointed from myself, like about myself, like heartbreaking. I'm fanatically supporting something, and at the end I'm wrong, and it's like in the public they are saying that I see you are wrong, and your heart is broken, like you saying it's a bad situation. This is the first point I said, like, God, please give me knowledge. I want to learn, but of course it's not easy. You're not going to understand everything like in you understand your whole life, every different experience, you're learning new things. But when you ask for the help to learn, God answering to all prayings. It doesn't matter you Christian, you're Muslim, you're not believing. When you pray, you're getting your answer, positive or negative. But you've been heard by God, so you can just go for it, try and do your best, but not with your ego, but with humble. Like, I don't understand. This is not wrong. I didn't understand. So please teach me. Then you having Zodiac information, quantum physics, like you can learn everything, magics, demons, like birds, like all kind of animals, how they are doing, what they are being created. For example, animals created and given under our order. But God saying that they are my creations and they going to speak in judgment day. So if you make some animals suffer, you're going to pay for it. So about everything, God giving us informations, warnings and everything in Quran, and you can free to do experiments on your own to see it's true or not.
If they want more information, you can come talk about all those topics.
Yeah.
And they'll probably put in the comments what they want to hear from you, and if they have different opinions on some topics. Yeah, you're going to read them. So
yeah, if they think I am wrong, they can type. If they want to ask anything, we can
discuss it later.
Discuss. We're just sharing information. We are not saying that like come here, listen to us and believe us. We're just sharing, and lots of people having different ideas and ideas and
different
beliefs,
opinions,
feelings. So we just going to share information. If they find it interesting and they want us to just do another video about one topic, I can humbly share my findings and from Quran as much as I know from Quran, I can share, and I hope they're going to like it.
I think it was very useful,
Yeah,
and
thank
I
you.
thank you for this.
Thank you.
So that's it from us, and till next time.
Yeah, see
Bye.
you guys.